Hey y'all!
We're continuing to get ready for the 2025 garden season. Now, what we've done so far is we've topped off all of our raised beds, but we have one more raised bed that we need to fill. We just received a 2x6 elevated raised garden bed from Vego Garden.
Is sitting down here, and we do have a lot of garden beds already out here, but they all kind of sitting real low to the ground.
And look, y'all, I can't be doing all this bending down all the time with these raised beds.
Look, I can't either now. So we do have one raised garden bed that we can stand up and take plants from, but it is not very durable. It's made out of wood and it's starting to deteriorate pretty fast. So this elevated raised garden bed will be great in our garden and probably to yours too. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to put it together. We're going to assemble it, fill it up with some soil, put some plants in it, and then give you our full final review at the very end. And so, without further ado, let's get into it. We went ahead and laid out all the pieces and got the instructions ready to go. All the pieces had labels on them, which correlated to the pieces outlined in the instructions, which made it very easy to follow. And each step in the instructions was highlighted with a different color, which also made it much clearer as to what step we were on and what orientation the pieces needed to be in. Now, like with any raised bed, there were plenty of nuts and bolts present to go around. Sometimes the presence of those little objects can make construction seem a bit intimidating, but putting this raised bed together with them was a fairly simple and straightforward process because most of them didn't require any additional tools besides the ones provided in the packaging. That's right, y'all. Yes, that's right. This bed is designed to be put together without the use of any or a lot of tools, which definitely helped us put it together fairly easily. The only tool of ours that we did use was a screwdriver just to make sure that all of the screws were securely tightened because we live in a very windy city and we don't want anything flopping in the wind. Besides that tool, that was all that we needed to use of ours. Regarding how long it took us to set up, it did take us, keyword us, a little while, as you can see by the clothing change, but that was largely due to us making multiple mistakes due to us trying to rush before the sunset and both of us not reading the instructions all the way through, and that's why reading is very fundamental, y'all, okay? Nevertheless, we suggest putting it together with another person to help speed the process along. We're sure you already noticed this beautiful olive green color on the pieces. Now, this bed comes in 3 different colors. This olive green color that we have, a pearl white color, and a modern gray. If you're a gardener that wants to, or someone that wants to have some kind of color to their garden beds, you may have already been looking for some already. But it is good to consider that many paints or colored coatings on raised beds tend to have toxic chemicals that can leach into the soil and thereby potentially the crops that we harvest, unfortunately. Of the raised beds currently available on the market that have colorful stains, Vego is the only brand that has coatings that are food safe and USDA certified, which is a great plus for gardeners like us looking for food safe equipment while also adding a pop of color to our garden. One of the things that we really love about this garden bed is that it comes with racks that you can easily pop into place to serve as a little storage area for tools or even plants if they need to get a little shade. And it's very easy to put them into place. There are no tools necessary at all, and it's very stable as well. We were also extremely happy that this bed came with wheels. There have been a few times where we looked out at our garden and the layout with our current raised beds and wished that we had laid them out a bit differently or moved them to a different area in the yard. With this one though, those wishes are eliminated. Even on grass, we were able to move the raised bed to different areas in our garden. The wheels can be stabilized to stay in place, and if you don't want wheels, or if you want to put the bed on top of rock blocks or a different surface to elevate it, that can easily be done, at least before you put soil in it. Now, after we put it together, we were ready to plant. Since the bed is only 12 inches deep, we didn't need to put a lot of soil in there, which significantly decreases the amount of soil we needed to use or needed to buy, which was great, especially in this economy, and decrease the amount of work we had to do to put the soil in the bed. After we filled the bed, we were ready to plant some lettuce, spinach, and kale, and this is not an exaggeration. This really made planting so much faster, and when I tell you that neither of our backs were harmed, neither of our backs were cracking or squeaking, no squeaks or cracks were heard from our backs and our knees at all. Since it's tall, we had easier access and didn't need to bend or crouch down to plant, and we imagined we don't have to do those things either for when it's time to harvest our crops as well. This makes gardening a whole lot easier for those that are elderly or disabled or simply want to reduce the amount of strain on their body. I think even with this bed, I may be actually able to convince my grandmother to come out here and fall in love with gardening too. But we'll see in the summer.
Yes, this is nice. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Yes. Nothing, I mean, just to be able to stand up and plant this out felt so good on my tired, achy back. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I want another one of these. I want another one of these. This is nice. And I love the storage area at the bottom. Put my stuff down here at the bottom. I don't have to go hunt and whatever. What I need, I can put right here. This is nice. And it got wheels. All right, y'all. This is the final product. We love this elevated bed. It was really nice to be able to stand up and plant out. We've been doing a lot of yard work in preparation for the 2025 growing year, so my back has been a little bit sore, but being able to stand up made it very quick to plant out in. And it was also fairly easy to move the bed, even though we did move it once we had soil in it. It was really easy to move it without the soil, but it was still relatively easy to move it with the soil in it, even though we're in grass. The bed is on grass, uneven ground.
Yeah. And also, the great thing that we foresee with this bed is that since it is raised, we will have limited weeding. We don't have to, because the past few days we've been removing some weeds from all our garden beds and stuff around the garden beds. So since it's up off the ground, we should have little to no problem with that. And then also it should eliminate a lot of that pest pressure that we see with our other raised beds that are on the ground, and those bugs and everything like to lay low. So this should be very, very easy for this summer garden when all those pests start to come out and bother our stuff and eat up our stuff. So we are really looking forward to those benefits as well. So if you are also looking for a garden bed like this, and also one other thing is that this is the only brand, Vego is the only brand that has this premium coating, which is food safe and USDA certified. So that is also another plus. This comes in different colors. This is the green one and has different sizes, 3 different sizes, 2x4, 2x6, which is this one, and then a 2x8 size. So if you want a Vego garden bed like this, it's easy for everyone, especially on your backs.
Yes.
And you can check out the link in our description box, and you can also get 5% off of your purchase. That discount code is also in our description as well. And that will only last until April 30th. So if you're looking to purchase it, make sure you do it by that time. So that is it. And be on the lookout for more of our videos. We'll be putting out some more plants and everything from our home. They'll be outside along in our other raised beds. So thank y'all for watching. Be sure to
like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, plant to live. See ya.